A small village, big dreams. Bikash lived in a tiny mountain village in Nepal. His home was a small wooden hut surrounded by tall pine trees and goats wandering freely. The nearest school was miles away, and there was no internet or TV at home. Despite this, Bikash had a big dream: to speak English fluently and travel the world. He started learning English by listening to tourists who sometimes passed through the village. They spoke quickly, and Bikash didn't understand a word. But he loved the sound of the language. Learning from cartoons and nature. Bikash's first classroom was under the big pine tree near his house. He had a second-hand English dictionary and some old storybooks given by a tourist. He watched cartoons on a small, borrowed DVD player. Cartoons like Tom and Jerry and Dora the Explorer helped him learn words and phrases. Sometimes, he practiced speaking English by talking to animals around him. "Hello, Mr. Goat. How are you today?" The goats didn't answer, but Bikash imagined they did. Challenges and mistakes. At school, Bikash struggled. The teachers spoke mostly Nepali, and the English lessons were short and boring. He made many mistakes, pronouncing "thank you" like "thank you," or saying "I have 12 years," instead of "I am 12 years old." Sometimes, classmates laughed at him. But Bikash never gave up. He kept repeating words, copying pronunciation, and writing down new vocabulary in a small notebook. The power of stories. One day, a volunteer English teacher arrived. She told stories in English, slowly and clearly, with pictures and gestures. Bikash was hooked. He began to tell his own stories in English, starting with simple sentences. "My name is Bikash. I like goats. I want to learn English." He recorded himself with a broken smartphone, listened, and improved. Small victories. Bikash's hard work started to pay off. He could introduce himself without hesitation. He joined a local English club in a nearby town and made friends from other villages. Though his accent was heavy and grammar imperfect, he felt proud. And one day, a letter arrived, a chance to study English in London. The scholarship letter. One chilly morning, a postman arrived on a motorcycle, a rare sight in the village. He handed Bikash a letter with a blue stamp. The envelope looked official. Bikash's hands trembled as he opened it. Inside, a neatly folded letter from an international NGO read, "Dear Bikash, congratulations. You have been awarded a full scholarship to attend the Global Youth Language and Leadership Camp in London, UK." His heart pounded. London. It sounded like a dream. His mother cried happy tears. His teacher hugged him. But there was one problem: he had never been on a plane before. Preparing for the world. Bikash had 3 months to prepare. He had to get a passport, a visa, vaccinations, and most of all, he had to improve his English listening and speaking. He listened to English radio more than ever. He found a second-hand laptop donated by a tourist and used it to watch YouTube videos. His favorites were English Class 101, BBC Learning English, TED Talks with subtitles. He would pause the video every few seconds, mimic the pronunciation, and write down new vocabulary. He practiced speaking to himself in the mirror. "Hi, my name is Bikash. I come from a small village in Nepal." He even practiced with animals. "Hello, Mr. Goat. What are you doing today?" The goats never responded, but his confidence grew. First flight, first culture shock. When the day came, the whole village came to see Bikash off. Wearing a donated blazer 2 sizes too big, he took the bumpy bus ride to Kathmandu, then a flight to London via Qatar. The plane ride itself was full of new experiences: the food, the flight attendant speaking in perfect English, the touch screen in front of him, the seatbelt signs. He asked the man next to him, "Excuse me, how to open this?" pointing to the headphones. The man smiled, helped him, and said, "You're doing great." When he landed in London, he was stunned. Everything was fast, big, clean, and everyone spoke so quickly. London Classroom Adventures. The camp was held in a quiet neighborhood in North London. The building was modern and filled with students from over 30 countries. On his first day, Bikash felt nervous. Everyone seemed so confident in English. When he introduced himself, he stuttered a bit. "Hi. I am Bikash. I come from Nepal." A girl from Brazil smiled and said, "Cool. I'm Camila. Don't worry, English is not my first language either." That made him feel better. In the following weeks, Bikash participated in debates, role plays, storytelling sessions, and presentations. He improved fast. He made mistakes, yes, but he was fearless. One day, he gave a speech about his village. He spoke about goats, mountains, and dreams. Everyone clapped. His English wasn't perfect, but his message was powerful. From learner to mentor. By the end of the camp, teachers noticed something special about Bikash. He was not only improving fast, he was helping others. He would encourage shy students. He helped a boy from Vietnam with pronunciation. He explained grammar to a girl from Turkey. When asked why he helped so much, Bikash simply said, "Because someone once helped me." He returned to Nepal with more than just better English. He returned with purpose. He started a small English club in his village, using the donated laptop to play lessons for younger kids. He became a local legend. The boy who once talked to goats in English was now teaching children under the same pine tree where he used to practice. And one day, he started his YouTube channel, English from the Mountains, where he told stories, just like this one, in English, with subtitles, so that kids from all over the world could practice. He still made mistakes, but his accent was clear. His passion was strong. And his heart was big. He didn't just speak English like a native. He spoke English like someone who earned every word.